big history made in the WNBA. Paige Bueckers dropped 44 points against the Sparks. The Wings lost by 1, but Paige Bueckers, 44 points. She also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but those 44 points came on 4 of 4 shooting from 3, 17 of 21 from the field.
The WNBA has a problem, and it's the best kind of problem to have. After Caitlin Clark's record-breaking rookie season set the bar incredibly high, everyone wondered, what happens next? Can anyone match that impact? Will the league go back to the way things were before Clark changed everything? Well, we're getting our answer, and it's coming from a group of rookies that's not just meeting expectations, that they're completely changing what we thought was possible for first-year players. This is the story of how Paige Bueckers dropped 44 points and started one of the most competitive Rookie of the Year races in recent WNBA memory. But it's bigger than just one game or one award. It's about how this year's rookies are playing at a level that's getting people's attention.
That is the report that Caitlin Clark has suffered a mild bone bruise to her left ankle, and she suffered this injury on August 7th. Now, this was news to a lot of fans because this was just reported a couple days ago. Fans have been highly anticipating Caitlin Clark's return to the court. Will she come back this season? When will she come back this season?
Hit that subscribe button because we're diving into why these new players are worth your time. Let's start with the game that got everyone talking. On a Tuesday night in Los Angeles, Paige Bueckers put up numbers that seemed to come straight out of a video game. 44 points, 17 for 21 from the field, perfect 4 for 4 from 3-point range, perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. That's 81% shooting from the field. To put that in perspective, reports suggest no WNBA player had ever scored 40-plus points while shooting over 80% from the field. This wasn't just a good game, this was historically efficient basketball. But here's what made it even more impressive.
Paige just has a swagger about her.
Bueckers in transition. Bueckers, what a move there.
And does she even look like a rookie at this point? Not at all.
Being treated to another epic Paige Bueckers performance.
I have watched Paige at points this season and thought, it's not supposed to be this easy.
Bueckers did this while carrying a Dallas Wings team that struggled all season. She scored more than half of her team's points in a close game. That's not stat padding, that's trying to will your team to victory. Now let me paint you the picture of how this actually unfolded. Early in the game, you could see Paige testing the waters, taking a few mid-range shots to get a feel for her rhythm. But by the second quarter, something clicked. Shot after shot started falling, and you could see the confidence building with each make. What was really special to watch was how Paige adapted as the game went on. When the Sparks tried to pressure her on the three-point line, she'd pump fake and drive to the basket. When they sagged off to stop her drives, she'd pull up for those smooth mid-range jumpers that have become her signature.
Especially with the year. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful that I have a large community around me that supports me and has helped me get to this stage. And like I've always said, it takes a village, so everybody along the way.
It was like watching a chess match where she was always one move ahead. What struck me most wasn't just the shots going in, but how calm she looked doing it. This is a 22-year-old rookie playing in one of the toughest road environments in the league, and she looked like she was shooting around in her backyard. That kind of composure doesn't come from talent alone. It comes from someone who's been through adversity and come out stronger. And yet, even after this incredible individual effort, Dallas still lost on a buzzer beater. It perfectly showed both Bueckers' talent and her team's struggles this season. You could see the frustration on her face afterward, not because she didn't get her numbers, but because she genuinely believed she could carry her team to a win that night.
There is not one, nobody looked to give the ball back to Paige. Nobody looked to give the ball back to Paige at all. For me saying I said triple-double, I said no, the broadcast lied and said she had 7 assists, and it looked like she had a near triple-double. Paige is it's going to be I think it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very, very hard for Paige Bueckers to win Rookie of the Year.
Now that 44-point game pushed Bueckers right back into the center of the Rookie of the Year conversation. But here's the thing, this race was already much closer than most people realized. While Bueckers was putting up impressive numbers for Dallas, Sonia Citron was quietly having an outstanding season in Washington, and the debate between them highlights a key question. What do we value more, individual excellence or team success? Let's dive deeper into what makes these two rookies so different and how they're being received around the league. Paige Bueckers' path to this moment hasn't been easy. 2 ACL injuries at UConn, devastating blows that sidelined her for nearly 2 full seasons. Most players never come back from 1 ACL tear the same. Paige had to come back from 2.
We're doing our WNBA predictions. Rookie of the year, I got Paige Bueckers. I used to always look at her name. I thought it was Bueckers until she came back from the knee injury. Then everybody was calling her Paige Bueckers. I think they finally got it right. Guard, Dallas Wings, playing really good basketball.
But here's what you learn about Paige when you watch her play now. She doesn't just have talent. She has determination forged by adversity. Every shot she takes carries the weight of those 2 years she lost. When she was rehabbing, she'd spend hours working on her footwork and shooting form, preparing for moments exactly like that 44-point night. That's why when you see her hit those clutch shots, it means more than just points on the scoreboard. Each one is proof that she refused to let her injuries define her career.
Paige Bueckers just had one of the greatest rookie games ever. Not only did she score 44 points, but she was 81% from the field. It was the second most efficient 40-point game in WNBA history with 93% true shooting. Ironically, the first belongs to Kelsey Plum.
What's really telling is how veterans around the league have responded to her comeback. Aja Wilson recently said in an interview what Paige has been through, and to come back shooting like that, that's special mental toughness. You can't teach that kind of resilience. Even opposing coaches have taken notice. After that 44-point game, LA Sparks head coach Curt Miller didn't make excuses. He simply said, credit to her. We threw different looks at her all night, and she had an answer for everything. That's what great scorers do. Sonia Citron's story this season is different, but equally impressive. While Paige is dealing with the pressure of a comeback, Sonia is quietly proving that sometimes the best rookies are the ones who just fit seamlessly into winning basketball.
Tell me this, because I think a little birdie said online that you may be in the 3-point shooting contest. Can we get a confirmation here on Between the Lines? Are you shooting the 3 ball for the competition?
I think we can get a confirmation. Yes, I am.
That's going to be fun. I can't wait.
What's special about Sonia is how she makes everyone around her better without them even realizing it. She'll set a screen that frees up a teammate for a good shot, then sprint back on defense like it was nothing. She'll take a charge that shifts momentum, then help the opponent up afterward. That's the kind of play that wins over veteran teammates immediately. Washington veteran Ariel Atkins has been vocal about Citron's impact. Sonia came in day one ready to work. No ego, just, what do you need me to do? That's rare for any player, let alone a rookie. She guards the toughest assignments without complaining and hits big shots when we need them. Even more impressive is how coaches are using her. Washington coach Eric Thibault has trusted Citron in late game situations all season, something most rookies have to earn over time. Sonia has an old soul on the court, Thibault explained recently. She doesn't play like a rookie. She plays like someone who's been in the league for years. The respect from around the league is obvious. When veteran players start seeking you out for advice or wanting to work out with you in the summer, that tells you something. Multiple reports have veteran players already talking about Citron as someone they want on their team in big games. When you look at both players side by side, the contrast is clear. Bueckers has the flashier stats. She's averaging around 20 points per game with solid efficiency. Her offensive skill set is clear. She can score from all 3 levels, handles defensive pressure well, and has shown she can take over games when needed. That 44-point game was just the exclamation mark on what's been a really strong rookie season. But Citron's impact shows up differently. She's helped keep the Washington Mystics competitive in a tough Eastern Conference. Her shooting has been more consistent from 3-point range. Defensively, she's been more active and engaged, and in clutch moments, she's shown poise that stands out for a rookie.
Yesterday's game was a tale of 2 different types of players. It is a tale of the most talented guard the league has ever seen.
Here's what numbers can't capture. The way Paige's teammates look at her when she's hot, like they're witnessing something magical, or the way Sonia's coaches trust her in the biggest moments because they know she'll make the right play, even if it doesn't get her on Sports Center. Then there's players like Kiki Iriafen, who've also made solid contributions when healthy. This isn't a two-person race, it's a deep group of rookies that's currently showing impressive talent across the board. But we can't talk about these rookies without acknowledging the elephant in the room: Caitlin Clark's impact on how we evaluate these players. Here's something interesting that's happened throughout this season. Whenever any player has a great game, they immediately get compared to Clark. It's rarely the other way around. That tells you something about the standard she set in her rookie year. Clark's rookie season was built on playmaking and team transformation. She took a Fever team that hadn't made playoffs in years and carried them there while breaking assist records and creating scoring opportunities for teammates at a record pace. Her style was about making everyone around her better. To put this rookie class in perspective, the numbers tell an interesting story. In their first 28 games as rookies, reports show Bueckers had 526 points and 150 assists, while Clark had 497 points and 232 assists in her rookie season. That comparison shows how Bueckers brings a different skill set, more scoring focused compared to Clark's playmaking approach. These rookies are different. Bueckers is more of a pure scorer. Citron is more of a well-rounded two-way player. They're not trying to be the next Caitlin Clark. They're trying to be the first Paige Bueckers and the first Sonia Citron. And that's actually healthy for the league. Basketball benefits from having different types of stars. The sport is better when you have playmakers like Clark, scorers like Bueckers, and complete players like Citron all in the same league. The fan discussions around this have been intense. Some people see Bueckers' performance and say it proves she's better than Clark. Others point to Clark's team success and playoff impact. But the real answer might be that we're lucky to have both, along with the other talented rookies in this class.
In 36 minutes played, that is what we call a clinic. She was a machine. That is what great players are supposed to do against bad defenses, is absolutely shred them. It is the most points ever scored by a rookie in WNBA history. Small asterisk there because she's tied with Cynthia Cooper.
Step back and look at what's happening right now. After years of wondering if the WNBA could maintain momentum, we're watching a league that's showing more depth and talent this season. These rookies aren't just filling roster spots. They're becoming featured players on their teams. Bueckers is Dallas's leading scorer. Citron is a key contributor for Washington. These aren't typical rookie seasons where players slowly work their way into rotations. The level of basketball we're seeing from first-year players is impressive. They're coming in more ready to play professionally than ever before. The college game has prepared them better. Their skill sets are more complete, and they're not intimidated by the professional level. Look at how fans are engaging with these players. The debates are passionate because the basketball is compelling. People care about this Rookie of the Year race because all the candidates are genuinely worthy of recognition. From a team building standpoint, different organizations are building around different types of rookie talents. Dallas is letting Bueckers be a primary scorer. Washington is using Citron in more of a supporting role that maximizes her efficiency. These aren't one-size-fits-all players. They're versatile talents that can adapt to different team needs. The defensive attention these rookies are getting varies too, which creates interesting discussions about strategy. Some get face-guarded and double-teamed. Others get defended straight up. The way teams choose to defend rookie stars tells you a lot about how they're viewed around the league.
And a lot of fans have been so confused by the reporting, like what is actually going on with Caitlin Clark? And then on top of all of that, now they find out that she has suffered another injury while she is in her ramping up process to try to get back on the court.
Here's what really matters. These rookies are showing a level of talent and readiness that's immediately impacting games. We're not in a post-Caitlin Clark world where the league goes back to lower visibility. We're seeing multiple young stars emerge simultaneously, each bringing their own style and personality to the game. Bueckers brings scoring artistry and clutch shot making. Citron brings two-way reliability and winning basketball. Other rookies bring their own unique skill sets. This diversity of talent makes the league more interesting, not less. The debates about who deserves Rookie of the Year aren't just about individual recognition. They're about what we value in basketball. Do we prioritize raw production or team success, individual moments of brilliance or consistent excellence? These are good debates to have because they mean we have multiple worthy candidates. Looking at these rookies, these players are already becoming key pieces for their teams this season. They're not just following in Caitlin Clark's footsteps, they're creating their own paths while continuing to elevate the league's current level of play. The basketball is at a high level right now. The storylines are compelling, the competition is intense, and games like Bueckers' 44-point effort show us the kind of talent we're seeing in today's game. So whether you're Team Paige, Team Sonia, or just Team Great Basketball, these rookies have delivered entertainment, excellence, and plenty of reasons to keep watching. If this video showed you something new about these rookies, hit that like button and let me know in the comments who you think should win Rookie of the Year, and subscribe because we'll be following these players as they continue their professional careers. This level of women's basketball talent is something to appreciate right now.